Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Cyrus, and today, well, I figured I'd do something different. Let's see. Originally, this was going to be a reaction to the Nintendo Direct, but due to some technical difficulties with my microphone, the audio didn't record, and that was like an hour and a half wasted. I went into editing and the audio file was like just totally flat, and I was like, wait, what? And I was like, okay, no, this happened before. Maybe it just hasn't loaded yet. And I moved across the timeline. Nope, the audio from the video was there, but not my audio, so, well, now we're doing it the old-fashioned way with a classic discussion video. So, yeah. Let's see, this will also be not insanely edited. I'm just gonna ramble and whatnot, so if there's a lot of ums and uhs, I might go through and real quick and just see if there's any of, you know, that from my mouse, but we'll see. So, first thing they showed was the Splatoon expansion DLC thing. I'm not a huge Splatoon person. I played Splatoon 2. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed my time with it. But yeah, I never got Splatoon 3. I bought the expansion for Splatoon 2, and I never played that either. So, yeah. Oh, and this part. This part reminded me of, you know, getting different bonuses and upgrading your character. Like this kind of gave me like sort of like Prey vibes, like the new one with that expansion where you would, you know, you would continuously go through the levels and you would get these different upgrades that you could carry over and sort of, you know, go progress further and get higher scores and all that stuff. So I was like, oh, that was cool. And then my dog is barking. Takahashi talked about the Splatoon. Oh yeah. And then this, they showed this Mario vs. Donkey Kong, which wasn't this a Game Boy Advance game or a Nintendo DS game? I vaguely remember it was like Mario Mini versus Donkey Kong or something like that. I don't remember. I never played it, but I remember seeing it at a GameStop one day. And yeah, this looks like a fun little puzzle platformer kind of game. I probably won't get it, but Mario games are always fun, you know? You can never really go wrong with a Mario game. They're always going to be at least pretty good.
Observe and act to collect mini Marios, clear stages.
Oh, and then this Prince of Persia, freaking Ubisoft, of course. I mean it looks cool for what it is. Oh, hello, video. There we go. At first, I couldn't tell. I've never played a Prince of Persia game, so I was like, oh, is this a remake or? And no, yeah, it seems like it's a new game. I mean, the gameplay looks fun. Like, it looks cool. But, you know, it's not really something I would play. I mean, it kind of is. It's like the gameplay does look fun to me, but it's like I got other things, more important things. Oh yeah, this. And then they showed this racing game. I'm not a big racing fan. Watching this, whenever I would see racing games, I'm just like, man, I miss Burnout Revenge on the PS2. That was like the only actual racing game that I loved playing. And mainly it was because you could blow your car up when you crashed. Oh,
For more racing
that was fun. I also really love those like demolition modes in those games. And then Konami being Konami.
warm up for musical mayhem in this rhythm-based
Uh,
time your button
thanks
presses with the
Konami.
music to solve puzzles
It's
and
good to see you're
battle
putting that
bosses.
pachinko machine money somewhere.
Thrilling tracks await, including music from iconic Konami games.
Oh yeah, and they used music from their games because why not? You know. Oh this. Kevin was like, I don't care about Spy Family. It's overrated.
Then enjoy
I thought this looked pretty
every
cute.
thing.
Look at Borf in his little tie.
You can visit all sorts of exciting places.
I probably am not gonna get this,
Or an art museum.
but you know, for the fans of the game, or for the fans of the anime. Look at your chicken. I don't even know what kind of game it is. Is it just like you just go through the events of the anime? You get to walk around and like talk to the characters, and are these like just like is it just like a bunch of mini games? I don't know. Oh, and then
Mario's first
okay, they showed Mario RPG. I've never played this game before. I know. It's one of those games that it's like, oh, you're not a real gamer if you haven't played this.
and returning
Oh, like people say about Chrono Trigger all the time.
time your button presses.
Oh, I haven't played Chrono Trigger either.
Damage dealt.
What are you doing, man? Oh, man, I got a bunch of games I gotta play. And maybe one of these days I'll show my backlog to everybody. But,
Every successful action.
yeah. then maybe people will understand.
The three characters
Oh, there's too many. I like too many games.
depending on your current
I like too many genres.
move will change. So experiment with different
But yeah, no, this gameplay, it reminded me of, I know it came after, but it reminded me of Mario and Luigi. You know, I played Superstar Saga, Bowser's Inside Story a lot. I never played was it Partners of Time? I never played that one. And did they make another one? I don't remember, but Bowser's Inside Story and Superstar Saga, man, those two games those were so good. And then funnily enough, I also mentioned, you know, it kind of reminds me of Paper Mario in a sense. And, well, we'll get to that later. Oh, this game. Another code. This game
that hinder her
looked interesting to me. It looked almost kind of like a Professor Layton style game with like puzzles and stuff that you gotta figure out in the world to progress. I don't know. It seems like it has a somewhat interesting story, so we'll see. I might get it. Probably not. But it piqued my interest.
truths await Ashley.
And oh yeah, the fact that
Collection includes two games, the Nintendo DS game Trace Memory and its Wii sequel, which was never released in North America.
yeah, the fact that they released a never before
Look forward to playing them early next year. Next,
that they released a Japanese only game for this collection that's really cool. I like seeing that all these Japanese only games getting released, you know, worldwide, like Live Alive, which is another one I still haven't played, but I want to. Oh man, I gotta play more games. I gotta find time to play more games. That's the issue. That's the main issue.
Fire advertising is
Yeah, this game too. Like it's like all the Mario games just seem like a lot of fun, and so does this one. This one, I like this one. Well, because I mean, look at this. Look at this. It literally reminded me of that one boss from Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, where you fight it on that train. And then yeah, it's like Peach gets all these different
Peach transforms
outfits. Sword Fighter Peach. Look out, Sakurai. Nintendo's gonna force you to add her bin to Smash.
off the sour buns.
You're not done yet, man. No, this game seems fun, and it seems like it might be level based, where like you go through all these different like stage sets, which like that's a cool concept. it's really creative, right? And that's one thing that Nintendo's really good at doing, is being creative. Oh, the cookies! How dare you take my cookies, Patissier Peach? Oh, see, like this game just looks fun. It just looks just like wholesome fun. Oh, in this game, don't be mad at me, JRPG fans. I've never been a big Saga person. I tried playing one of these, who takes the form of a schoolgirl. That's yeah, I know somebody who would be really into that. Oh, yeah, but now the gameplay looks fun. It looks like something I would enjoy, but just the whole like randomness of it, I don't know. I never got into it. Maybe I'd give this one a shot. I don't know if there's any kind of play order, or if you can just jump into these like they're Final Fantasy games. Oh, and then yeah, oh, yeah, another remaster, which is cool. Like the upgraded visuals are nice. I played the original Tomb Raider way back when, and I do not remember much. Look at that T-Rex. It's so silly. Oh, well, no, that's cool. And the fact that you can change back and forth, like at will, that's really cool. I like when remasters do that, where they're like, especially the ones with like music, where it's like, oh, you can have the original soundtrack, and then you can swap to the remaster soundtrack, and you can just kind of, whenever you want to, switch back and forth. So that's cool. How you doing, Kaiji Tang? Yeah, it's a Pokemon game. And Tiny Tim. Yep, he got out of that well, and he looks like this. He was down there for 18 years. Oh, gosh. Yeah, no, I hear Kaiji Tang in so many things these days, which is great. He's a good voice actor. But there's that one notable role that whenever I hear his voice, his image pops up. And I won't say who, just because it might be a spoiler to people who haven't, gotten to that point in the Legend of Heroes series. But he likes to become one with the wind, and that is all I will say. This stupid little guy. Look at this dude, bro. I saw somebody play this game, and it looks so dumb. But I can just imagine. This is the kind of game, Kevin. You want to ask who's the person with the low IQ who would buy this? Yeah, you're looking at him. Me. Hi. I would totally buy this. I'm not going to, but I would. Like, this is something that I can just imagine me and my friends getting together and playing, and it's just, like this. We would be doing so much worse than this, and we would just be laughing, and just, oh, it's one of those games where it's stupid, but it's fun. Oh, and then this stupid League of Legends thing. No, thank you. This, yeah, kind of a budget strategy game. This screen here kind of like gave me like Pillars of Eternity vibes, which I mean is just basically any kind of those strategic RPG games. But yeah, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, Konami can't do anything except re-release games. Or make cash grabs. I mean, Contra's great, I gave so many quarters to those arcade machines when I was a kid. And that might date me, but this game was fun. These games were fun. Those arcade games were also the only time I really played. When I really played Street Fighter. this game, this is something that looks totally up my alley. This, like, look at this. This looks so cool. It's like some strategic, like you have like overworld fights here, and then you have like look at these visuals. They look really nice. This almost reminds me of, oh gosh, what's the game? Banner Saga. It kind of gives me Banner Saga vibes, which I've compared to that, but that's another game that I have not played, that I own. Are you noticing a pattern here? But no, this looks really good. I'm genuinely excited for this. When does it come out? It comes out next year, right? That was Unicorn. Such a stupid name. March 8th. Yeah, come on, man. Sega, Atlas, what are you guys doing? Oh, and yeah, isn't this Vanillaware? This is Vanillaware, right? Yeah, Vanillaware. Yup. Okay. That's why it looks really good. Oh man, yeah. This looks like look at all these characters. There's a big old lion, cute archer girl, some like elf thing. Some like, yeah, they got like wings or like angels. Also, I just love medieval setting stuff, like the older Fire Emblem games. I mean, I guess all Fire Emblem games, but the last Fire Emblem games I really loved were Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, and Awakening, and then just everything else after has just been eh. Three Houses kind of pulled me back a bit. I really like Three Houses, but I don't know. I after going through all the routes, I still haven't gone back and done the DLC either, which I need to at some point. But just going through all the routes, I was like, I started with the Blue Lions, and I love that route, and then I did the Golden Deer, which I liked that one, but not as much, and then I did Black Eagles last, and I did not like that route at all whatsoever. So yeah, it kind of ended on a sour note for me. But anyway, that's not what we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss the Direct, and look, it's Luigi. So yeah, this is another remake. Which are you noticing a theme with this Direct? I did. Oh, I definitely, yeah. There's a lot of remakes and stuff in here. I mean, it's Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion games, I've only played the first one for the GameCube. Ooh. And I really enjoyed it. That one was really fun. So yeah, I like the aesthetic of these games. It's a fun aesthetic. Oh, and this, I had a derp moment earlier when I was recording. I saw this. They were like, "Oh, we have something to show you," and I saw this, and I was like, "What is this?" And my brain was like, "Oh, is this Nintendo Labo?" And I started laughing because I was like, "Man, is Labo even a thing anymore? I don't know." But then it goes, it's like, "Oh, it's a giant question mark," which, I mean, yeah, it's cool. The Nintendo Museum. I wonder what they're gonna show. I was gonna make a joke, but no, I'm not gonna go there. Oh yeah, and then they showed the amiibo figures for. They showed Ganondorf and Zelda. Yeah, those look cool. Noah and Mio, I kinda want to get these. And yeah, these are way better than Funko Pops. Funko Pops are just ugly. I don't know why people would collect those. They just look creepy. They're like Furbies, except worse. At least Furbies are funny in a creep. They're funny creepy. Whereas Funko Pops are just, ugh. Look at Sora. Look at his big old feet. Look at him. I might get Sora as well. Oh, and then this. I've never understood why so many people, like, just the F-Zero game didn't do very well But yet, there's so many people who are like, oh, F-Zero, 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 and they just clamor for it. And well, here you go. It's technically a new F-Zero game. They went the Tetris 99 route, which I have to admit, like, this is actually a really fun idea. A really fun way to bring back F-Zero. Just make it a giant, massive, sort of battle royale kind of racing game. But, you know, I don't really have any interest in it, even though it's free, and I do own it. I do have the Nintendo membership. It's only $20 a year. That's like literally nothing. It's not like PlayStation Plus, who are like, we're just gonna raise our prices. No, what the heck, man? Come on. In this economy, that's a topic for another time. Okay, but I will admit there is one thing that I really like about F-Zero is the music. I remember playing Melee so much, and I would almost always pick, when I would do random stuff, random fights, I would do Big Blue, or I forget what the other stage was called, the F-Zero one, where like you were on the, where, like the cars would come flying across the side, and there was like that flying platform. Unless that was a different stage, and I'm totally misremembering, and it was a different franchise. It might have been. I don't know. That was a long time ago. What was this? Oh, yeah. This is like the attack of the furries. This is the furry section. I mean, this game looks cute, right? It looks cute. Like, you get little, where is it? Yeah, you get like all these little like recipes and stuff that you can make. It kind of gave me, it kind of gives me Cave Story vibes, if anybody remembers that indie game. With the, what were those little bunny things called? I forget what they were called. I think it started with an M or something. Yeah, it gave me Cave Story vibes, and this more League of Legends stuff, which I don't care about. Wait, no, there was one part where I was laughing. Oh, this part, look. He dances better than me. Oh, and then yeah, new WarioWare. Oh, look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. He's like, no, come on. Go. Whatever, I'll just let it play. You look at that. He looks like he's... Oh, he looks like he's about to need a new change of pants. Oh, I laugh at the stupidest of things, but no, these games are always wacky and fun. They're stupid and silly. Are they made for people like me with low IQ? Yeah. Look at that. What? This just was weird, man. Oh, Eiyuden Chronicles. I could have sworn this game was already out, or was that a different game? Like a different, like a was that like a prequel or something to this one? Because I was at GameStop a while ago, and I saw a game that had Eiyuden Chronicles on it, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. But I didn't buy it because I just went in there to look. Yeah, this game seems really cool. This is another game that seems totally up my alley. And it's got like you like rebuild a village or something, or like you build your own town. So that gave me like Xenoblade Chronicles 1 vibes with what was it, Colony 6? I forget what the colony was called. This game looks good. DLC for whatever this game is. Chucklefish makes some pretty good games. Wargroove is getting a sequel, so that's cool. I've only played some of the first one, funnily enough, on Xbox Game Pass, actually, of all things. And I just never got around to buying it. It was always one that it was always one that I wanted to buy because I played it and I did like it. It was fun. And, you know, this looks like the first game, but just with more stuff. Oh, wait. Didn't they... Yeah, they added a new faction, literally called the Furries. I mean, come on. and they're rat people. Like what?
You can now supercharge the command
uh,
then serve them
Dave the Diver,
and the
bruh,
and ever-changing
bruh.
Wonder
Mario Kart 8 DLC, some new characters. Yeah, I don't play Mario Kart anymore. I wish I did, but my friends, eh, they're super wishy-washy in terms of playing stuff. And like my one friend right now is trying to get me to play Baldur's Gate 3 with him all the time, and it's like I just don't feel like it.
this DLC at no additional cost.
And then some Among Us, which is, you know, the fungal. Ooh, funny. Yeah, new map. I mean, I don't play Among Us, but it's a free map. I mean, you can't really complain about free stuff in a free game, right? So, you know, good for people that still play that. And then they did a sizzle reel where they showed off all these different games. Mario Wonder, the dude laid an egg again. Oh gosh, I might have to clip that image and use that for something, or just add it to my collection of images that I throw in every now and then. As far as reaction images go, oh gosh. Ooh, okay. Now we're at the finale. Oh, this I'm really sad that the audio did not record for this because I was in such denial. I heard the music, I saw the book, and I was like, no. I was like, no, there's no way. I don't believe it. It's not happening. And then I saw this, and I was like, okay, it's Paper Mario. Okay, there's Luigi with the letter. Okay, no, but maybe this is a different Paper Mario, right? There's no way this could be. And then I saw Rogueport, and I was just like, oh no. They're remaking Thousand Year Door? Oh man. And look, like it, just compare this to the original Thousand Year Door, which still holds up to this day very well. But this just looks cleaner. It looks crisper. It looks a little brighter in certain areas. Oh, but man, this game is so good. I loved this game so much. I played it all the time when I was a kid. Gonzalez, my man Yoshi. Oh man, that whole section. That's probably one of my favorite sections was Chapter 3. With King K and the Rock. Rock Hawk. Oh gosh. I remember playing this game as a kid, and I didn't have a memory card for the longest time, so I played the beginning section of this game so much, and I would always be like, there's Bowser going after, he thinks that's Peach, but it's just a poster in the window. Oh gosh. Oh, yep, Gumbella. Oh, and this part, yeah. And Darkleys. Miss Mouse. Yep. Oh, Magnus von Grapple, Hooktail. He's got a foot fetish. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and then they showed Tech being like, "Oh, what is this feeling? Oh, it's love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me." Oh, 2024, which is cool. Yeah, and then that's it. But yeah, no, I didn't have a memory card for the longest time, so I would play the beginning section over and over and over, and every time I would be like, okay, I'm gonna beat my record, I'm gonna get further and further and further, and the furthest I ever got was I got through all of Chapter 1. And mind you, this was I would come home from school, I would do my homework, I was in elementary school, and so I would only have a couple hours, right? Like after my homework was done, I would have maybe like four hours until it was bedtime. And so I would play the beginning of the game. I would be like skipping dialogue, and I would get partially through like the first chapter, but like I could never beat it. And then I just kept playing and playing and playing, and eventually I got to the very beginning of Chapter 2, where you get to the I forget what it's called, but you get into the the woods with all the punies. I got to that section, and then every time when I had to shut the game off, I was like, oh, is there a way that I could like leave it on and just keep playing it? Mom was like, no, it's wasting electricity, and I was like, oh, come on. Oh, and then eventually, I remember we went to Walmart, and I was like, oh, there's this thing called a memory card. Oh wait, that's that thing that the save box was mentioning, and so I told my mom about it, and she ended up buying it for me. And at that point, I was able to save the game, so I played through the entire game, and man, oh, this game is so good, and the fact it's getting remade. I mean, I know I was dogging on remakes throughout this whole thing. We didn't even get to see Metroid Prime 4. Like, is that game ever coming out or what? Like, it's been forever since we've heard anything about that game. Like, they showed the remaster of the first game, which looked really good, like a while ago. Yeah, overall, I would say this direct was, it was okay, right? It definitely wasn't terrible. There was some stuff in here. I will say, that's one thing that Nintendo does, is they show a bunch of games for a huge, wide variety of people, right? Like, I look at like the racing games and the life sim games and some of the indie games, and I'm like, I don't care about those, but somebody else can look at those and be like, oh, that's exactly, something that I'm looking for. So it's like that, it's cool. It's cool that they show off a bunch of different games, because if I was in charge of these directs, it would be like 5 minutes because it would mainly be JRPG stuff, and it was just anyway, yeah, there was just a lot of remakes, a lot of DLC, and not really much new stuff, and a lot of the stuff they showed was surprisingly 2024. I mean, I know we're like getting towards the end of the year, but it was just like, huh, interesting. Showing off a lot of stuff that isn't until, some stuff was like more than 6 months away. But yeah, the Eiyuden Chronicles, Eiyuden Chronicle is good. I just reminded myself of that image. Eiyuden Chronicles looks really good. Why they gotta have these stupid names, man? Unicorn Overlord. Why can't it be something else? Why can't it be something cool? Why does it have to be something dumb? And then I'm not gonna buy it, but so it'll be for the memes. Saga game looks okay. Another Code interests me. Super Mario RPG. Was that it? So 1, 2. Oh yeah, the Princess Peach game looked fun. Like, all the Mario games look fun. Yeah, no, that was pretty much it. Which, I mean, out of all the games showed, there was about 4 or 5 that at least interested me. So, I'd say, like a C+, maybe a B-. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. There wasn't anything, I mean, this shock. But again, it's a remake, right? If it was a new Paper Mario game in this style, I would have lost my mind. But it's a remake, and I'm grateful for it. It's like, oh, awesome, great. Now people who only own a Switch can play one of the best Mario games ever created. And I will still defend Super Paper Mario to this day. That game, yeah, say what you want about the gameplay and the swapping between, the 2D and the 3D planes. Man, that story was so good. And just, yeah, everything after Super Paper Mario was garbage. Which I heard Origami King was kind of fun, but maybe I'll try it one of these days. But man, I got so many games to play. That's way down on the list. So yeah, I think I have rambled long enough. I hope this isn't super long. Anyway, If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, and make sure to check out my other content on the channel. I do mainly Legend of Heroes stuff, which is a JRPG made by Falcom. I am doing a musical series where I'm going through the earlier games and doing a sort of comparison between the original soundtrack and the, I guess we'll call it a remaster, a remake. It's not really, yeah, I would say it's definitely more of a like a remaster. Where I essentially just compare the original soundtrack and the remastered soundtrack, and that's been a lot of fun. So, you know, if you like video game music, go check those out. The earlier episodes have the older audio that I had to put up with. So yeah, fair warning, it's not as clear or nice as this audio. So anyway, this has been Cyrus. Thank you for hanging out with me, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.
Let's end this. All right, what's next?